Hello, friends. Hi. Hello. This is Marina Shepelsky doing my Thanksgiving live. I was thinking, is it worth doing something on Thanksgiving? Because it's a holiday and this is like sort of talking about work. But honestly, it's work for me. But you guys are home. Hopefully, you have some free time and you're watching. And for you, this is not work, this is your lives. So, for you guys, I decided to do this on Thanksgiving so that if you are home and you have some free time, you can watch and learn something about immigration and ask your questions if you have them and get some answers. I'm also doing this on TikTok. So you're probably watching me on Facebook and you're watching me on YouTube and you're watching me on TikTok. And I can definitely answer any questions you guys have. I don't have a lot of news prepared today, but there were some news. So I'm going to talk about it. Oh, my hair is sticking out today. My God. Anyway, I'm home. I did my best. My family is home with me, and I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, a happy holiday. I'm grateful to have all of you guys, our viewers, watchers, our clients in our lives. Froel says, "Hey, beautiful" to me uh, on TikTok. Thank you so much. And I have a question already, so I'm going to jump in and we're going to talk about some news about asylum and so on. Michael asks me, "Hi, Marina." He's a green card holder, and Michael's wife has overstayed her B1, B2 visa. Can he file the I-130 for her now and wait to become a citizen, and then she can file the I-35? Absolutely. I like your plan, Michael. You can definitely file the I-130 right now. And when you become a U.S. citizen, your wife can then file for her green card. So I think it's a good idea. I support you in that idea. And people are saying happy Thanksgiving on TikTok and hello. And Michael Graham is asking, can you tell me what fraud by theft can affect your green card? Okay, so theft is actually not like the worst thing that can happen to you for your green card, but it depends what was stolen. Petty larceny, meaning stealing something small like shoplifting, usually is an exception and you don't even need a waiver. But if it's something bigger, then when you file for a green card, you will need a waiver, I-601 waiver. We handle them. Give us a call. My phone number is on the bottom of the screen on YouTube, and it's 718-769-6352. Call us after the holiday because we're actually closed today in the office. I'm just doing this from home, and we can answer your questions, do a consultation. All our consultations are paid. I talk about this very openly, and if you pay for your consultation, you'll get a very personalized plan of action, and we can tell you what to do. So in the news, I will mention some news today because our show is called Immigration News with Marina Shepelsky. In the news, you can now file for asylum. If you are inside the United States, you can file for asylum online. If you never had been in deportation, if you didn't have a case through your wife or husband before, if you never filed for asylum before and you're inside US, you can definitely file online now for asylum. Those applications will be moving much faster than filing the paper form, and it's going to take quicker to do biometrics, so everything will work out great. I highly recommend filing online if you're eligible. And another big piece of news this week is that Afghan parolees and Ukrainian parolees, USCIS made a decision that they will treat them like refugees. So parolees from Afghanistan and Ukraine equals refugee, and you can begin working right away upon entering the United States, and you're definitely eligible for a work authorization. So that's the news about parolees from Afghanistan and from Ukraine. And more, good morning from my friend Joseph. Good morning, Marina. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving to all my viewers. Happy Thanksgiving to Alu Victor. Happy Thanksgiving. I love your national outfit. It's really cool. Thank you. This is in Spanish, buenos dias, hermosa, which means good afternoon, beautiful. You know, it's funny. I only know a few things in Spanish. That's like my dream. You know how everyone has a dream? My dream is to learn to speak Spanish. I know only certain words. Happy Thanksgiving on TikTok from Raji Kisan. Hello from Mustafa. Scorpion Khan on TikTok says that he's waiting for his N400 interview. That's the citizenship interview. It's been 8 months. I applied in Texas. Why is it taking so long? They're very delayed across the board. And you can always check your like sort of waiting time by going on uscis.gov and checking the form number, which is N400, and the times depending on where you live and what service center your application is with, which you know by looking at your receipt notice for the N400 or whatever other form you have. So all the information is on the receipt notice. You take your receipt notice, you look at your form number, you look at which service center has your form, and then uscis.gov processing times. You can check how long you will have to wait. And morning means day. Okay, morning and dias is day. I see. Thank you. So buenos dias could both be morning and day. Okay. Another question from TikTok is from Lake Mariam. How long did USCIS take to approve I-765 after the RFE response? The I-485 is based on I-130. It depends. Generally, it's the usual processing times. You can check on uscis.gov processing times, plus add like 90 days for the RFE. So it's just a little longer usually if you had an RFE. But between 6 months to 18 months, it depends where you live, depends what the service center is doing. Right now, work permits are taking an incredibly long time. How long does the I-131 travel document take? Is asking from Prabhaman 15. I-131 also takes between 4 to 6 months to sometimes 18 months. 18 months may be too long. Like it could take a year or so. I'm usually telling people it takes about a year. Okay, advanced parole can be for travel. Yes, advanced parole can be used for travel safely. If you don't have any active like arrests or crimes or anything, you should be fine. Yilmaz says, Happy Thanksgiving. They have a question. How long does VAWA approval usually take? 3 years. 3 years for VAWA. If it is approved and getting a green card, how long it takes? Altogether for VAWA, from filing till getting a green card, about 3.5 years. Sometimes like 3 years and 9 months, approximately. So you have to be patient. I know it's hard and frustrating, but that's how long it takes. Shani Sumra on YouTube says, on Facebook says, if your VAWA is denied, can you be deported or get removal proceedings? And can you also travel abroad while it's pending? Excellent question. If your VAWA is denied, they do not refer people to court, to immigration proceedings. So you are not going to get deported. This is based on my experience. Can you travel abroad with an advanced parole while it is pending? Absolutely. If you file for VAWA and a green card and your lawyer filed for advanced parole for you, you're safe to travel as long as your I-485 is still pending and open. If it's denied, do not travel with that advanced parole. Okay? That's important to know. Another one from you. No, that's the same question. Another one from Porfirio Diaz. My work permit is about to expire and I don't have my work permit, the new one, renewal that he sent for the I-485. USCIS announced, I'm going to find this link. USCIS announced that they automatically extended all the work permits by 540 days. So what you do is you basically just say that I'm copying it. Sorry. You basically, when you go for the whatever it is that you're going for your work or for uh, in the DMV for your driver's license, you tell them that you file for it and it's automatically extended, and follow the link I just put in the comments. And the link is that uscis.gov EAD order extend. So EADAUTOEXTEND. You can find it online. Just print it out. It tells you that automatically all the work permits you file are extended. If you had an old one, the old one is extended by 540 days. And that's what you can do. It's an official website for uscis.gov. That's the government website. That's what they announced. Some more questions from TikTok. Habib Parwiz says he attended his asylum interview with the USCIS in Chicago office 5 months ago, and he's from I guess Pakistan, but no updates. It's really hard when that happens. You go to an interview, and then 5 months later, you still don't have status. You can make an inquiry online with USCIS, but otherwise you just have to wait and be patient. Sometimes I've had experiences of like a year delay after the interview. Rauf RR7 says, should I apply for asylum from outside of USA or after I arrive? Which is better? You can only apply for asylum inside the United States. If you're outside of the United States, you cannot really apply for it. You have to be inside and ask for asylum. Or at the border, you're asking for asylum. Anything from outside is called refugee status, and that's a whole different process and takes a long time, like 4 years. Ajay Baha, Ajay Bajaj. Sorry, I'm like ruining these names. Oh my God, now I lost it. Wow, I lost it. He says he lives in USA for 10 years. Can he get a green card? If you're in US over 10 years and you have kids, or spouse who are citizens or green card holders, you can file for cancellation of removal and get a green card that way. That's one way to do it. Amrash Raut says, happy Thanksgiving. How long does it take for the tourist B1, B2 visa for Indians? What is the waiting time? It depends on the consulate in India. You can look it up and you just Google waiting times for non-immigrant visas by the embassy. India is very delayed. I mean, you literally could take like a year to wait. I'm sorry. Okay. Aziz says, if somebody has EWI, which is entered without inspection, came with no visa, with advance parole, travel outside of the United States. Yes, you can. If you have advance parole, you're fine to travel outside of the United States. Another question from Happy Patel on YouTube. I applied for a U visa, filed, then I got a work permit 3 years, and then I have a green card, applied in April 2020. How long will it take? Like 2 years. The green card based on U visa will probably take you like 2 years, if that's your question. Okay, Shani is asking on Facebook, if your wife has most of the bona fide marriage documents and you can get them for VAWA, what should you do? Okay, so if you have documents in 2 names, that means you had a electric bill, a bank statement. You can go directly to the bank and get your joint documents, get those statements printed out. You can go directly to the electric company and get them printed out. You got to call them, you got to maybe go in and you got to get all of your joint documents. I understand it's hard, especially in abuse situations, But if your name is on that document, you can definitely get copies directly from the source, from the bill company, from the bank. Pictures, ask your friends if they have pictures of the two of you. There are ways to do this. We do this all the time. Call us today. We work on VAWA specifically. Aziz is asking, okay, can iwi with removal proceedings terminated, no criminal record, travel outside with advance parole if there's a VAWA petition pending? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm supposed to say, and I do say that there's no guarantee you're going to be allowed, but I've never had anybody in your situation denied to come in. I'm telling you, if you don't have any criminal background, you have an advance parole, you're going to come back. Sorry, sneeze. Okay, another question from TikTok. How long? I got this done already. Kanish Kasafi. 1. I filed I-90 because his green card had name spelling mistakes, and we did biometrics, and since 4 months waiting. I-90 could take 9 to 10 months. So that's how it's happening. 9 to 10 months. Don't worry about the I-90 for 10 months. Okay. I answered that. Also, if you have a spelling mistake on your son's green card, you have to. So this is the I-90. The I-90 could be 9 months sometimes. Is pending asylum eligible for EB3? This is Pure Soul 755 is asking. Somebody has pending asylum. Can they get EB3 green card? It's a work green card. I think not, but basically it depends. So when you came in, you filed at some point for asylum. Theoretically, if you filed for asylum based on whatever, and then you were still in status, theoretically you froze your status. If you filed when you were still in status, at the time of filing, the moment USCIS received your asylum application, were you still in status? If you were in status, theoretically you could file here to adjust status to a green card. But it's going to be difficult to show this legally to the officer. It depends. However, you definitely should not be leaving United States and doing consular adjustment, because when you leave US, it's like you abandon the asylum case. So whatever status you had becomes completely canceled, and that means you were in US like illegally, unlawfully out of status. And when you leave to go to the consulate, you are not coming back. So if you are pending asylum, I usually do not recommend for filing for a work green card. It's different if you're filing for marriage green card, because that forgives pretty much everything. All right. Osai on YouTube is asking, my social security card has not been received since September. I requested a new card in October and still nothing. I called and they said they don't have a track shipment. What should I do? Nothing. You have to wait. And then if you wait another like 30 days and nothing happens, you should go in, make an appointment to go in person and talk to them. You have to make an appointment. Social Security Administration is worse than USCIS. Even worse, if you can imagine. They're terrible, terrible. Does the I-485 have a receipt number? Is asking Sam Irkhalil 5. Yes, I-485 definitely has a receipt number. You pay a fee and they issue a receipt number. Happy Thanksgiving, says Lake Mariam. Muhammad Irfa 86 says, how much time to take USCIS to approve the I-485 at Texas Service Center? Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. I go to uscis.gov. I go to processing times, and I choose your I-765 from the list, I-765. And then the form category is, I'm going to assume it's based on family. a family case or VAWA, and Texas Service Center. Okay, 14 months. So from the date of filing, Muhammad, it's 14 months. Okay, next question. MD says, good morning, Marina, on YouTube. Can you talk about the interview waiver for students' visa in Nigeria? Thanks. Okay, so there are some situations where the consulates will waive fees in certain situations, mostly when you're renewing your visa. They won't usually waive it if your first time interviewing. But if you are renewing, like you had a visa and you just want to extend it, sometimes they're waiving those interviews. That's what I know about it. I don't know much else about it. Shani says he tried to get the joint bills, but bank and phone bills, they asked for approval from my primary account holder, which is her. I see. I mean, I guess that's all you can do. You just do your best, you know. It's hard. I know this is hard. Okay, Marlon says, hi Marina on YouTube. If someone applied for a tourist visa, B1, B2, and later canceled the application due to an error in the form by the applicant, will the embassy see it as a misrepresentation when applying for another visa? No, if it was canceled, it's not misrepresentation. Protivo Badrstivushi. Okay. Protivo Badrstivushi. Happy Thanksgiving. How long does it take to receive a green card after your asylum is approved? 3 to 4 years. I'm going to tell you right now. I go to I-485 on the website. Go to uscis.gov. Everything that I'm telling you. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's the only place where I check. I don't guess things. Based on asylum more than 1 year ago. And there's only 2 places, Nebraska or Texas. Nebraska is 37 months. That's more than 3 years. So 3 years and a month. If you are in the Texas Service Center, it's the same thing. So it'll take 3 years and like 2 months. 3 years and 2 months. That's the answer. And happy Thanksgiving. Can he leave the country during applying for green card? Absolutely, but before you leave, file the I-131 for refugee travel document. And MG says, thank you for your answer. Any way to expedite, you can ask for the expedite. You can go on the website and chat to Emma and ask her about expedite a request. Makan says, can BIA terminate the deportation case now? So what BIA does is they look at your denial or your deportation, and if it's incorrect, they'll send it back to the court. The BIA doesn't terminate. The court, you have to go back to immigration court, and immigration court will terminate the deportation. All right, I have questions on TikTok. Can you apply for advanced parole after the I-360 is filed? Yes, you can. You can file the I-360 VAWA, then even a year later, apply for work permit or advanced parole in the I-485. No problem. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, says Harum. Hi, happy Thanksgiving. My husband had an interview last month, the 25th. After the interview, his case correctly. I don't know what that means. Okay. I didn't get the end of it. Asif says, I filed for asylum and my case is referred to court. Okay. So that now the court will decide. That's most cases denied at asylum stage and go to immigration court. And a lot of them win. Roxana Rio says, I-601 waiver grounds of inadmissibility processing time. Why did it go up to 26 months? Because they're super delayed and they work really badly. And there's no accountability. So there's no reason for it. They're just really bad at their job and super slow. How long does the I-130 take? It depends what it's based on. Okay. Can you please tell me? Uh, uh, oh gosh. Any express process on travel document I-131 for asylum grant. So you have asylum, you're an asylee, you need a refugee travel document, right? This is Prab Haman 15. You need a travel document. Is there a way to expedite? You have to prove that there's a life or death emergency, and then you can expedite. So you have to have proof, like you have paperwork with English translation to show why you need to leave. Sometimes a parent is sick or somebody died and you need to go to the funeral. You need to travel. How can I apply for U.S. citizenship, says Super Danielle. First, you need a green card. Be a green card holder for 5 years or sometimes 3 years. And then you file for citizenship. The form is N400. Nader Ness says my online account is not opening. They are not sending me the verification code. You might need a new one. Set up a new email and just create a new online account, or write the technical help email. I think there's an email there. Okay, now Vishal Magat on YouTube says, hello, I'm married to a U.S. citizen 13 years ago. I got my conditional green card, but they denied my I-751 back in 2020. My wife is not helping me. USCIS saying my marriage was not good and good faith. What should I do? I think you should give us a call. This is not something we can talk about here, but you might be eligible for VAWA or to renew, file a new I-751. So your two options are either file a new I-751, we can talk about that, or a VAWA. So let's talk. Call me on Monday, and the phone number is on the bottom of the screen. You can also email me info dot, I'm going to type it in the comments. My email is info.sheplaw@gmail.com. So if you have a question, you also could email me at info.sheplaw.com. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say my email is info.sheplaw. And then I'm gonna do this. My email is info.sheplaw@gmail.com. So if you want to email me, that's my email, info.sheplaw@gmail.com. My team will set up a consultation for you, info.sheplaw@gmail.com. All right, new comment here on YouTube. My CGI appointment not filled. Please help me. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. Conditional green card? What is CGI? Conditional green card? I don't know what this question means, not filled. Please clarify. Roxana is asking, is it difficult to get approval of I-601 waiver expedited? Very difficult. You really have to prove life or death, extreme hardship. Here, I'm gonna see on TikTok, I don't know if I can write it. I'm not sure how to do this on TikTok. It's info.shep like Peter, law, L-A-W, info.sheplaw@gmail.com. I know, I can't write, I don't know how to write it here. How do I write it? Can I write it here? Oh, I can. Look, my email, info.sheplaw@gmail.com. Feel free to email me with your questions. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to forward that email to our team who will schedule you for an appointment. Now, I'm not the only one who is in my office. We have a big team. In my personal consultations, I'm already booked through like January. So please talk to our team. We have lawyers, a team of lawyers. I personally train everyone. We talk every day. We discuss your cases and everything else. And so you're in good hands when you call us. Rahid on TikTok says, can I bring my brother from France to USA? I'm a U.S. citizen. Absolutely, Rahid. You file an I-130 petition, but I'm going to tell you now, it depends where you're from. Certain countries are 16 years. Certain countries are like 20 years to bring a brother. DPS is asking, after NVC approved documents, how long does it take to schedule an interview? It depends on the country. A few months usually, but depends on which consulate it is. Some consulates are super delayed, and some consulates take longer. Oh, some are quick, Okay. So MD is asking me on YouTube. He married wait, hold on. He became a U.S. citizen by getting married to a U.S. citizen, and then she got incarcerated, and she will be there for about 2 decades. Can I remarry and file for my new spouse without any issue? Okay, this is a great question. When you yourself get a green card through marriage, you have to wait 5 years from the date you got your first green card before you can file yourself for another person to get a green card. So if you had a conditional green card in 2000, for example, I'm giving you an example, right? You got your conditional green card in 2000, then you became a U.S. citizen. You can file for your next spouse, and for your next spouse to get a green card through your citizenship in 2005. So they look at when you got your own green card. From that date, from your own green card date, add 5 years, that's when you can file for the next spouse without a fraud alert. Well, it sounds to me that that's already a long time ago for you, so you're in good shape. Ihsan on YouTube says, I filed again, but no word on CAPTCHA. Try again. I don't understand these questions. I'm sorry. What does that mean? Alu Victor says that it seems like I have a cold. Please take care of yourself. We need to, Marina. I have a little bit of a cold probably because my kids are sick. All of my kids are sick. So yeah. Oh, Judy says that USCIS only wants money. They're not organized. They keep running you around. Trust me, been there in their office. Absolutely right. I agree with you. And this is terrible. And I just went to an immigration lawyer conference in Florida recently. This is what we talked about, how people pay USCIS big filing fees. A green card filing fee is now $1,225. And for the money that you pay them, you get like no customer service. You never understand what's going on with your case. You never can get a clear answer. Nobody knows what's happening with your case, and nobody can explain it. It's terrible. I agree with you. Rafi says, can a motion to reopen my case after 13 years, if I'm now married and have U.S. citizen kids and wife, work? Yes, it can. You can call us. We won motions like this. What I'm doing now for people is if we agree with the government attorneys that you are a case where you deserve to have this done to you to reopen your deportation, they're sometimes willing to reopen and dismiss deportations. So give us a call. Now is a great time to reopen an old deportation. I don't know what's going to happen in 2 years. If we get another Republican president, things are going to change for the worse. So in my opinion, if you're going to file something, file it right now. 019 US is asking, for a US citizen living abroad, not here, but let's say in Costa Rica, can they file for their girlfriend? No, you have to file for a fiance. You can file for a fiance, and you have to say you're planning to move back to US. If you're going to stay overseas, they're not going to let you get her green card. Can you adjust? So Brunei is asking, can you adjust remarriage if you are an asylee or granted CAT or withholding or removal? Yes, but you have to, call us for a consultation because the processes are different depending on those 3 variants that you just gave me. Jeffrey Menez Mora says, I sent my proof to immigration in July and they said they were going to make a decision. How long will it take? It takes a long time, and it's hard for me to say how long. They're very delayed. Next one from R. Patel 1. Do you have to change your name when you're getting married to apply for your spouse? Absolutely not. You can keep your old name. Immigration is fine with it. There's no problem. You can stay with your old pre-married name. On this note, guys, I want to say good day and have a great Thanksgiving if you're in America. Have a wonderful Thursday if you're not in America. I'm grateful for you guys the most on this day because of clients and viewers like you, our channel is growing, our business is growing. I'm grateful to you. I'm very much aware that my family gets support from people like you and myself. And I'm happy that I have a chance to live this life by helping people change their lives, coming to America, legalizing here. I really love doing this work. And I really love changing people's lives by making them green card holders and US citizens. Stay tuned. I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving again. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.